Well, here I am in my car, ready to go. Going to plug in my iPhone, start Apple CarPlay, and I'll be ready for action. Put in reverse, and I always forget to put my foot on the brake before putting into reverse, and that's the noise of the warning sensors letting me know that things are close as I drive out of the garage. Lots of lovely noises to let me know I'm close to bumping into things, but only close. And it is unfortunate, I have to tell you, that I washed my car the other day and I found on it a bump on the front side over there. I didn't bump it at all while I was driving, and I guess that somebody must have bumped into it while I was parked up somewhere, and that is kind of disappointing. So here we go, we're on the move. Close the garage door and the gate as well. Now, let's talk about what I've been up to. Now, the other night I had one of those nights where I just couldn't sleep. Got up at 1 o'clock, and you know what it's like, you have stuff going through your head and you think, oh gee, I'm going to have to get up and do something. So I usually get up and make myself a cup of tea, and after a cup of tea and a little bit of time at the computer, I'm usually sort of ready for going back to bed again and getting some sleep. And quite often during these periods of not being able to sleep, I do some good stuff. Now, the other night, what was really good was that I've been looking for a way to know where all the free charges are in Barcelona. I don't go to Barcelona very often, but when I do, I want to know where I can charge up for free. I've got a card from the Girona Ajuntament, and I've got one coming from the Barcelona Ajuntament, and I think they should work pretty much the same, if not be duplicates of each other. Anyway, I can use these for parking for free in some blue and some green zones in the cities, and I can also use them for charging up around the city for free, and also in various places. Like when I went to Olot a couple of weeks ago, I was able to use the Girona electric vehicle tarjeta to get some free charge, and that was kind of good. Now, I went to the Barcelona airport, 2 weeks ago now, and I tried charging at a charger, and it was the AMB, which is something Metropolitan Barcelona, and I thought it'd be easy to use with this card, but the card didn't work. It seemed that you had to have an app, and then with the app I couldn't make it work either. I don't know what's going on there. The app just wasn't doing anything. It was really annoying. I might give it another go some other day, but for the moment I'm just annoyed. I need to do something better. So anyway, so what I did was, on this night when I couldn't sleep, I found a website that had got a list of 115 charging points around Barcelona that some are free, some are not, and whatever, but I wanted to have more information, and I was lucky to find a site called Open Data Barcelona, and on there was a spreadsheet file containing all of the chargers around Barcelona, which was great because once I got it into a spreadsheet, I use the numbers application on my Mac. I was able to do some numbers, kung fu, ha ha ha, and with that I was able to sort them all out, so I could put all the Talamo chargers together. I was able to, and Meneques Type 2 chargers together, and I was also able to do a bit of filtering, so that I could filter out all the ones that were paid for or restricted use of some sort or other. So, I mean, as free chargers go, I mean, I've always got the Nissan concessionarios, the dealerships where I can get charge, but those are only restricted hours. So I needed to have something which would do me 24/7 sort of thing. So let's put on the Pro Pilot now. Set it, 97. Take my foot off the accelerator, and now I'm just cruising. And it's not steering by itself yet, but it will in a minute or two. Yeah, there we go. We've got the green steering wheel icon in the screen there. Good. So anyway, I don't really want to have this number spreadsheet on my phone that I just have to look for stuff. What I want something I'm using already. So what I've been doing is I've been going into the PlugShare application, and with the PlugShare application you can add data because it's a crowdsource type thing. So I added data to it where I've put in there if it's vehicle electric tarjeta, so that means that I know I can use it with the cards that I have. And if it's a free one, whether it's free or not, I'm going to actually put that data in. We'll actually go down to Barcelona and give it some testing and check it out myself. And I might even, just because I love driving my car so much, I want to do some testing, I want to get some kilometres under my belt, as it were. I want to sort of go down to down to Barcelona and test a couple of these chargers. So what I might do, there's 17 channel modes down there that I can try out, dotted around the city. Some of them in places like near to La Sagrada Familia, and there's one near to the beach, Pobla now, something like that. Anyway, there's a few places like that which are kind of good. I'll go and test some of those out. Go down there, I'll probably sort of stop at one, charge for 15 minutes, test out whether it's working with the car, test out whether I have to pay for it or not, and then I'll do some reporting within the application to let other PlugShare app users know what's going on. So that's my plan anyway. So I'm going to sort of basically help to make the PlugShare app better for other people as well as being better for myself, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. So what else has been going on with my electric car? Well, I got a message last week that say that the appointment I had for the 25th of June to get the radar sensor changed was cancelled because they hadn't got the part yet. I know that there's a lot of people having the same problem, having this part replaced, so obviously that was what was going on there. They've run out of parts. Been booked in again for the 16th of July, and do you know what? Sooner the better, because I'm using Pro Pilot Assist this morning and it'll work fine for now. It'll be great until I've done 40 kilometres, 50 kilometres, and then it'll start complaining. So I don't know whether the thing gets hot or something, or whether it's vibration that affects it after a amount of time, and then after it's not been used for a while it settles down again, but I don't know. I need to have Pro Pilot Assist if I'm going to be doing any long journeys. Although my ability to go out and do long journeys is going to be curtailed a little bit, because over the summertime my mother-in-law is going to be staying, and I had plans that I was going to be sort of like heading off on a Sunday evening, coming back on a Monday to be ready for work for Tuesday. And I thought, well, that'd be nice, go to places like the place we go to in France, to Les Anglais. It's up the top of a mountain. I really want
200 meters speed camera.
She's talking to me. Cool. One of the things I like about this thing here as well is that I can change the speed in the Pro Pilot Assist quicker. You know, when you just press the button once, it goes up or down by 1 kilometre per hour. But what I can do is I can hold it down for a little while and it goes in 10 kilometre increments, which is kind of nice when I'm sort of driving along there at 96, which is my preferred speed on this road, when it's not regulated, the maximum speed is 100. And I get to this zone here where there's an 80 limit, and I can just hold down the key for, well, just a little bit longer, and I get it down to 80, and I'm keeping to the speed limit, which is kind of cool. Anyway, so I'm coming off the roundabout now. We're onto the roundabout, and I'm pressing cancel to turn off the Pro Pilot Assist onto the roundabout, and I've gone into e-pedal mode now. Could have actually kept on using the Pro Pilot Assist because I have a car in front of me which would have regulated my speed for me, which is kind of nice, but I decided to turn it off, and I'll press resume, and I've still got it set to 80, but the road's a 70 limit and the car in front of me is going at 48. Going a little bit faster now, up to 53. So that's one of the lovely things about using ProPilot Assist, is that you still can use it in town. I like to use it as much as possible, but as I say, with the radar not working too well, if I'm on a longer trip, by the time I've driven from here to Barcelona, say, then I can't use it. I mean, in Barcelona it'd be kind of cool in places, you know, you got your stop and start traffic and you want to use it just for keeping your place as the traffic sort of move along slow. Occasionally having to press the resume button if you're stopped for more than 3 seconds. There's loads and loads of things to love about this car. Anyway, I'm going to turn off cancel now because I've come to the end of this particular bit of road and I've just had to put my foot on the brake, because that's one of the things I've noticed with the change going from ProPilot Assist to e-pedal, is that what you have to do is you have to either just tap the accelerator or tap the brake just for it to a little bit more quickly go into e-pedal mode, where it's actually doing the slowing down for you. I'm running in B eco mode on the car. I mean, really what I should be doing is I should be being more proactive and you know, lowering my speed a little bit sooner, but that's not the way I drive. I mean, it's kind of nice to have the car sort of telling you, sort of assisting you or encouraging you to drive better. Like, you know, when you've got ProPilot Assist, and if you sort of do that thing where you want to change lanes, if you don't do the indicating first, it will actually sort of tell you off. It'll give you a little warning that you're changing lanes without putting your indicators on. I mean, that's a good thing anyway, you know. I do advocate the use of indicators, even though that here in Catalonia, I think it's probably the whole of Spain, people are not that keen on using indicators. I think what people do sometimes with these cars is they take out the indicator bulbs just in case they've turned on the indicators by accident. Anyway, I'm nearly at work now. It's going to be time to turn this video off, and I'm heading towards the beach, which is where I work. And I've got a pedestrian just walked out in front of me. Well, I mean, he's close by a zebra crossing, but you got to watch out for these things. You know, when you're in a zone where there could be lots of pedestrians doing daft things. That's when you live in. That's what happens when you live in a place where it's a lot of holiday makers come. They're always sort of wandering around, sort of looking down at the phones or looking around at whatever's around and stuff, and not paying attention to what's going on around. This road I'm driving down now, it's got a number of bumps in the road, bumps specifically there to slow you down. And I don't know, it's quite good to use e-pedal along this bit of road here, because I can gauge that I can get my speed down to the required lower speed to go over these bumps, so I'm not sort of rattling the fillings out my teeth as I go across the top of them. And here we go. I tend to go over, let's say I'm at 20 kilometers per hour to go over the bump. So over there to the right I've got a whole lot of yachts and boats parked, none of which are mine, but there's millions of euros worth of boats in there. And I'm parked. And I should be getting a notification from the sensors to say that I'm close enough to the post. And I can turn the sensors off down here, the button that does that. That's my parking sensors turned off. But it'll turn off anyway when I press the P button on the gear changer, and now I can put the handbrake on as well. So anyway, that's my drive to work, and I've got 10 minutes before I start. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye now.